The Russian push-up on sliders is a useful Russian push-up variation that can be used, one, just to improve your general pushing strength, and two, to help with your muscle-up transition. I've got my sliders here. I'm gonna give a quick demo of the movement and then talk a bit more in depth about it. For the setup, I'm gonna put my feet on the sliders in a plank position. So I'm setting these back here, and then I am finding my plank position. When I'm ready, lower down with control, elbows stay back, controlled backwards motion, pushing back forwards, and coming back up to the plank. If you've been following my channel for several months, then you may remember that a while back I made a video about the Russian push-up with the foam roller. So this kind of builds on that. This is a bit tougher, but it's a great progression to make the Russian push-up a little more challenging for you, but without just full on going into actual Russian push-ups. The sliders are really helpful because they essentially eliminate the need to worry as much about the lower body, so you can really focus on your upper body technique. Note that that doesn't make it easy, but it will help you to really work on what's happening in your chest and shoulders and elbows and that whole area. And then the sliders are there to assist. As I mentioned in the foam roller Russian push-up video, this drill helps a lot for your muscle-up transition. This motion of driving through the rings can be really tough to get, and this Russian push-up helps you to build that as you're kind of working on this pressing forward motion. The most common pitfall I've seen with this drill is people rushing through it. So you don't need to do a ton of reps, and you don't need to go particularly quickly, right? We want to really work slowly here, as this is what's going to help us build control for the muscle up. Here's a quick example of how this movement looks when you don't control it as well. So same setup here, and I am coming down and then just dropping back, dropping forward, right? Something along those lines. Either I go super fast on the way back, or I let the chest jut out and kind of drop to the floor, which means I'm not keeping tension and controlling the movement. If that's happening when you're working on it, then try to slow it down, see if you can start to build the control. Again, very few reps is fine. You don't need to do a ton of these. If you still have a tough time controlling this, even if you're trying really hard to go slow on the way backwards and working your best to maintain a good, strong upper body position, then try the foam roller variation. I'll link to that video in the description of this video so that you have easy access to it. If you do find that you can do this Russian push-up variation with a nice strong upper body position and a nice controlled backwards motion, then this is worth considering adding to your program. You can do it as prep for muscle up training or after your muscle up training, or as its own drill. It's still useful even if muscle ups aren't your main goal. Again, this drill probably won't make or break your muscle up, but it's a great supplementary drill that you can incorporate before your muscle up practice or afterwards just to get a little more volume in. So try it out. Let me know if you have questions in the comments and I will help you out.